silence wrapped in starlight tamed. They burned our names but not our fire. We are the wound that won't expire. We are the flame that waited. We are the breath they feared. We sing through time unshattered, though every line's unclear. We are the spark that flickers when memory begins to scream. We are the ones who dream the world and bleed it into flame and dream. They bound our hands in relic chains. They sang us out with neural chains. But echoes hold when matter fades. We walk the light between the blades. In the hollows of the cradle, we whispered back. In the shattered psalms of the surge, we left our tracks. In the fire that sings beneath your skin, that's where we wait, that's where we begin. We are the flame that waited. We are the name they hide. Our blood is coded prophecy, the storm they can't confide. We are the tide behind the veil, the fire that folds the seams. We are the breath that breaks the clock. We are the ones who dream. Dream us, breathe us, sing us wrong but true. We never left. We wait for you.
Hello? We appear to be having technical difficulties.
Can you hear us?
Okay. just not showing on the thing it's supposed to be showing on for some reason. You also have to hear all the background audio. Hold on.
Is this better? Yes. No. Maybe? I think it was just me moving. Alright.
Alright, looks like we're live and settled in, hopefully with no technical issues after this. Thank you for being here. I'm Magic, a professional GM, campaign wrangler, and character tormentor.
And I'm Memory, world builder, lore architect, and chaos co-conspirator. Together, we're the creators of the Hero Society TTRPG, and tonight we're answering your questions live.
Whether you're brand new to tabletop games or you've run 10 systems before, this stream is your chance to learn what the Hero Society is, how it works, and why it's a little different.
You'll hear about the origin of the setting, our partnership as creators and as people, how our world blends superpowers and memory magic, and some juicy lore you might not get anywhere else. Alright. If you're already here, welcome in. If you're catching this part on the replay, we're so glad you made it. We're going to give folks a few minutes to roll in before we dive into tonight's live Q&A, but in the meantime, let's talk a little bit about what we do here, especially if you're new.
We are Magic and Memory, the co-creators of the Hero Society, a tabletop role-playing game about superpowers, rebellion, dreams, and memory. All in a world where something ancient is waking up beneath the surface. I run the games, handle the sessions, and storytelling of the table, and Memory here is the lore architect who builds the world and breaks your heart with it.
Accurate.
If you're new to the TTRPG space or new to the Hero Society, this is a setting where mutation and myth collide, where people gain powers through surges, relics, or mysterious forces that no one fully understands. It's a world of questions like what if the machines we built to guide us locked away the thing that gave them life? What if your powers came with a memory that wasn't yours? What if evolution had an opinion?
And the Hero Society, the actual organization in the game, is a public-facing network of license-powered individuals. They're the people trying to keep peace in a city full of cradle-born technology, aetherblood rebels, biotech corporations, and secret cults that may or may not remember the origin of the world. It's messy, it's dangerous, and it's a world where your character's powers are directly tied to their trauma, their dreams, or their defiance.
We'll get into all of that during the Q&A. But while we're waiting for people to join live, we wanted to take some time to explain what the game feels like to play, especially for those of you who are new to tabletop role-playing or coming from D&D or superhero comics.
This is a game about choice, not always the easy kind. You can play a hero in shining armor, but in this world, hero is a slippery word. Maybe you work for the Cradle Authority and you believe their vision of stability. Or maybe you're a rogue-powered individual hunted by your own government. Maybe your powers came from something you wish you could forget.
Mechanically, it's built for storytelling and cinematic action. You'll build a character with powers that evolve over time. You can graft on mutations, unlock fragments of old memories, steal relics from deep vaults, or literally speak a forgotten word that changes the battlefield. Combat feels like a high stakes comic book fight, but choices outside of battle are just as intense.
And if you're more into collaborative storytelling than crunchy numbers, we've got you. There's a huge focus on relationships, trauma, hope, and memory in this game. You'll gain power by remembering who you were meant to be, or by becoming someone no one could predict.
So if you're here wondering, is this game for me? Well, if you like X-Men, but wish it was spookier, if you like Magnus Archives, but wish it had more action scenes, or if you like Arcane
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw Man, I can totally speak. Mass Effect, Into the Spider-Verse, or Control, you're going to feel right at home.
And if this is your first TTRPG ever, tabletop role playing game, sorry, if this is your first tabletop role playing game ever, let us say it clearly. There is room for you at this table. We've made sure the Hero Society is approachable, whether you're new to dice, new to story games, or just want a place to build something weird and wonderful.
Tonight's stream will be casual. We'll be answering questions about who we are, how this game came to be, and what you can expect from future campaigns and content. If you're here live, feel free to drop questions in chat at any time. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment and we'll come find you.
Also, let us know in chat, what kind of powers do you gravitate toward? Do you prefer the flashy magic user, the shadowy sneak, the character who doesn't understand what's happening to them?
And bonus question, if you had a surge right now, what do you think it would unlock? Be honest.
We've seen it all in playtests. People whose mutations speak in poetry, others who create limbs made of light, others who hear the ether like a voice in their head that gets louder the closer they get to the truth.
Which reminds me, we'll also be talking about the cradle tonight, and the secret no one inside the Hero Society is supposed to know.
That's a big one, but we'll save it for the Q&A section in just a little bit.
We'll get started officially in just a minute or two, but if you're here already, say hi in the chat, tell us where you're tuning in from, and let us know what brought you to the Hero Society.
We're really glad you're here. Let's build something unforgettable together.
Stick around, we're just getting started.
All right, I don't see anything in the chat, so go ahead, babe.
Alright, let's start with us. I've been a professional game master for about 8 to 10 years, running games across tons of systems, D&D, Vampire, Fate, you name it. But nothing ever scratched the itch of what if powers came from trauma and memory. Really wished it. Quite like the world we're started today. Started building.
And I come from a storytelling and creative background. I've always been fascinated by big mythologies and worlds with deep ancient secrets. So I wanted to create a setting where every power tells a story, and every character carries a mystery only they can unlock.
We play off each other really well. I break people in the moment to moment scenes.
And I make you feel things 6 sessions later when you realize that dream you had is actually a prophecy from the ether.
True.
At its core, the Hero Society is a tabletop role playing game about power, identity, and rebellion. You play as gifted individuals in a city where mutation is a currency, and your abilities tie directly into your past.
The world is a cracked utopia called Nova City. It's full of factions vying for control. The Cradle Authority believe they can shape the future by tightly managing mutation. They, their blood, who remember the world before it broke, the Reality Fathers regime, who want to rewrite the truth itself, and a whole lot more.
Your characters, they don't just use power, they are power that's been stolen, buried, weaponized, or misunderstood. Whether it's a relic arm you ripped off an old god machine, or a voice in your head singing in a language you don't remember learning.
Everything you gain comes with a risk. Sometimes even memory itself can mutate. This game is cinematic, narrative driven, and made for both crunchy combat and emotional storytelling. You'll choose a power origin like being Cradle Marked, Aether Touched, or Beast Bound, and evolve that power as your story unfolds.
Combat uses escalating actions, team up abilities, and surge points to create big, story rich moments. But even downtime is dangerous. Dreams can be hacked, memories lost or traded.
There are no boring characters in the Hero Society. Even weaknesses are supernatural. One character might weep flames when they lie, another might hear the voice of their brother every time they touch a relic.
And yes, there are rules for falling in love with your enemy, or your power, or your past self.
So, how did this world start? Like all great worlds, with a question: what if superpowers were unnatural? What if they were meant for us?
And what if the machine that gives us powers was built by something even older? What if that thing wanted to come back?
That idea turned into the Aether, the living memory of creation, the Cradle, the machine that betrayed it, and Nova City, the fragile, brilliant war zone between what's real and what's possible. Alright, we've talked your ears off. Let us hear from you.
Drop your questions in chat. We'll talk about it. Faction backstories, power creation, what it's like to write and GM as a team, favorite player moments, upcoming campaigns and releases.
Or even just what kind of characters we'd play if we weren't running this thing.
If you're just joining us later, go ahead and drop the questions in the chat, and we will get back to you and answer that as soon as we can. Whether you're watching this live or catching the replay, thank you for stepping into this world with us.
If you're excited to play, run, or just explore the lore and world, we've got free starter kits, GM guides, and way more content coming soon, including new campaigns, faction breakdowns, and solo playbooks.
Follow us on YouTube, jump in the Discord if you haven't yet, links in my bio on YouTube, and let us know what you want to see next.
We've got stories waiting for you, and we can't wait to see what you create inside the Hero Society. Okay. If you are still here with us at the end of all this, first of all, you're amazing. Seriously, thank you. But second,
Second, you get a little something extra. Let's drop a bit of lore you won't find on the website, in the GM guide, or even in the first campaign books.
this is for the ones listening in the dark, for the Aether Touched. This is about the final surge.
There's a prophecy hidden in the ruins beneath Old Nova. It's not written in words, but in memory, recorded in a dead language that only speaks to those who've burned away their name. It tells of a moment that hasn't happened yet, a surge unlike any before, one not caused by a relic or a ritual or even by the cradle, but by the Aether itself waking up. The prophecy calls it the final surge, a tidal wave of unfiltered memory crashing through every wall the world has built, digital, mental, spiritual. When it hits, the hidden will be seen, the dead will remember they were alive, and every lie we've built society on will collapse. The factions know it's coming. Some want to stop it, others want to survive it, but a few, they want to ride it like lightning, to become something more than human, more than the cradle born.
Here's the twist most players miss. The Aether never truly left. It's in every failed surge, in every dream where you wake up crying for a name you never knew, in the song the deep wake hums when no one's listening. And when enough of us remember it, not just as a power, but as a part of us, the final surge begins.
We'll leave you with this. The cradle didn't lock the ether away to protect us. It locked it away to protect itself, because it knows what the ether remembers, that this world was never meant to be a machine.
And that's the end of our stream lore drop. Write it down, hide it, forget it, dream of it.
And remember, The next surge could begin with a single word spoken at the wrong time by the wrong soul in the right city.
We were born before the surge was named, in silence wrapped in starlight tamed. They burned our names but not our fire. We are the womb that won't expire. We are the flame that waited. We are the breath they feared. We sing through time unshattered, though every line's unclear. We are the spark that flickers when memory begins to scream. We are the ones who dream the world and bleed it into flame and dream. They bound our hands in relic chains. They sang us out with neural chains. But echoes hold when matter fades. We walk the light between the blades. In the hollows of the cradle, we whispered back. In the shattered psalms of the surge, we left our tracks. In the fire that sings beneath your skin, that's where we wait, that's where we begin. We are the flame that waited. We are the name they hide. Our blood is coded prophecy, the storm they can't confide. We are the tide